This fucking thing is baffling to me.
Really?
I
Well,
really
okay.
liked it.
So,
Go ahead.
so like the 15th time they have to show him driving up the hill to make the phone call.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Um,
Isn't that insane?
I don't. Somebody should count how many times he has to go up the hill.
Yeah.
Um,
It's at
you,
least
it
five
took
or
a while
more.
for me to realize there's no fucking plot to this thing. This is just a guy, like, it's waiting for Godot.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what? It's Gene Dealman.
yes.
It's like
Um,
the repetition of it, the kind of the slow film thing, the
yeah,
the kind of the film. This is great because this film starts with a plot. It's like these guys
yes.
are going into this little town to document Kurdish.
This opening shot. I
And
mean,
the thing
like,
is,
it's great.
first of all, and you know you're in trouble because the first 5.5 minutes is a bunch of long shots of VOs arguing about directions.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, well, it sets the tone of the film perfectly.
I
But
would say that I was never bored,
okay, yeah, all right.
never bored. But the caveat being that so much of it reminded me of this trip me and Sandy took to Morocco and this one particular town that we went
Okay.
into,
All
which
right.
was very similar to like that. The houses are all kind of like stacked up.
Uh-huh.
And, we spent a day just sort of wandering around. You get like these little peekaboo moments where you're sort of looking in and observing life as it is happening, whether you're there or not.
Right.
Mhm.
And I found that angle to this movie endlessly fascinating.
Man.
Yeah.
Like it was almost, I would get irritated when they would go back to, like, it felt like the director was sort of dangling. There maybe there's a story here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Lucy with the football, like,
Right.
nope, there isn't.
No, there's no story there.
But I just that little, just again, I just sort of felt like it was like a weird little window into. I mean, I don't know how many fucking movies have we seen made in Iran, like
Uh,
in Iran,
the
Yeah.
girl
not the
walks home alone.
vampire flick. The
No, the girl
vampire
walked.
flick,
That was in Iranian language, but it was actually shot in Bakersfield. You're right.
correct,
Like that's so.
correct. This is
This is
actually fucking shot in Iran,
yeah.
which, at least in as much as what we, I mean, it's fucking beautiful.
It looks a lot like around south of Bakersfield, like a little bit it's like Southern California.
Uh,
It has it kind of like a rolling hills and like
yeah,
it's kind of brown hills kind of thing. So it felt really really familiar.
I mean,
That Jim would know this. People build these little towns on top of hills to defend against invaders. Yeah, it's like
Right.
it's a Balkan thing, right? It's also probably a Kurdish thing.
right.
And I swear to God, this is one of those guys. This is like The Samurai and a couple other films I can think of where you actually someone's walking somewhere, you see every single fucking step they take.
Yes,
Da-da-da-da-da. I could probably draw you a map of this town at this point. It's
yes,
like I've seen every little corner of it, and it's charming. And also know this whole place probably smells like an outhouse, but because it's all made of
yeah,
mud, and it's like
yeah.
even though everything stuff goes downhill, it's like it doesn't look that sanitary. But this is also a quirky town story, basically, but
Big time.
a little different because I think it's commitment to reality is a little looser. It's like it.
Well, it's more magical realism
Yeah,
than sort of.
thank you. That's
Is it
exactly the term.
though?
Yo, oh no, this is like 1,000 Years of Solitude. This is a lot like Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
I mean, it's not heavy duty, but
No, there's
it's
no
got
flying.
that quality where stuff happens and you're kind of like when he's talking with one of the women, he like buys milk off of them, and then
Uh-huh.
she
Yeah.
comes back and like she's like, no, no, I can't take the money,
And they're like
like
they're in a dark cave or something like that, right? And there's another woman he's talking to who's pregnant and has like 9 kids, and
Yes.
he sees her the next day and she's not pregnant anymore.
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, come on, that's
well,
I mean,
because she's given birth.
well, we
Well,
And
don't
but
then
she's
she
know.
went back to work.
basically back at work.
Was she
Back
pregnant
at
in the first
work.
place? I have no idea. And it's like
Yeah, well, the kid was there. They had the kid.
that's true. That's true. And yeah, and also him like, giving the femur bone, and he puts it in his car and drives around. That
We
was
never see the other crew.
isn't
And then
that
they
the
just,
best? I thought
I really liked
they
that.
just
that
But
was
fuck
you
off
that
never
one
was
see
day.
the
really
other
funny
two.
actually.
No, that shit's funny. Like they just fuck off one day. I mean, like, again, him on the cell phone. Hello, hello. Like they beat that horse to death, but I'm still sort of snickering at it every time it happened.
Oh
Well,
yeah, yeah.
And you never see the other sides of the conversation, right? There's
No.
no cutaways.
No.
It's just him trying to talk to somebody on the phone.
I know I just didn't.
And the shaving scene
I
is
saw
pretty
did we
tense,
see him
too.
shave two or three
I
times?
know.
2 times, I think. Yeah.
I've never seen a movie where a person completely shaves like once, and we saw
Yeah.
it multiple
I
times.
kept waiting for him to nick himself.
I know. It looked kind of dangerous, didn't it? Well, it's a movie, so there's probably no blade in there. He's kind of scraping
Yeah.
off the white stuff, but nonetheless.
Right.
Yeah, but it still was like it's
And I like the doctor too.
oh yeah,
on
yeah.
the little motorbike.
Yeah, the doctor was a good character. Like all the that
The
woman.
characters, the woman who runs the
Yes, she's
coffee shop
fucking
or the tea shop.
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Man,
this kid,
Mhm.
this kid's
Yeah.
great.
And the kid is good.
This kid's
too.
totally great.
Yeah.
But the long conversations about what you're doing actually work. It's like you serve tea. Is that work? No, it's serving tea, but this isn't work. It's like oh my God. It's like the dialogue I think is banal on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like it's just everyday, ordinary, average conversations that people have. If you were like you just had a security camera on, and that's
Yeah.
part of that's part of this film's mystique. Is this isn't about anything or anybody special, and
Yeah.
we're watching this kind of slice of real life in a small village in Kurdistan.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, like, then the plot,
Kurdistan.
as the plot slowly evaporates into the wind. It's like,
Well, it takes a while for you to realize they're never gonna he's never gonna
there's no documentary.
He's never gonna make it.
This events that he's ostensibly here to document, it's never going to fucking happen.
No, she's not going to
Well, she
die.
gets
There's no
better.
documentary. Exactly. The crew's all gone. It doesn't.
I mean, they're not going to have a
Nothing.
funeral.
At the end, nothing matters. It's bizarre.
Well, he gets that one couple of photos of the procession line for a completely different event, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And he was at the cafe and he's like taking his camera. Don't take pictures. That was over and
And
over
he
again.
immediately takes some pictures.
I know.
I also like the fact that the kid didn't forgive him.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
That seemed really good.
For a movie with no plot and
Yeah.
almost a feeling like the director was fucking with me the entire time.
He was totally fucking.
I didn't get annoyed or
Mhm.
bored, which is kind of crazy to me.
Right.
Yeah.
No, although
It's like a 2-hour movie too.
I'm
It's
gonna-
amazing
okay.
that it just sort of goes through.
full confession, I watched it this morning. I pulled in subs that were actually about 10 seconds early.
Oh, that's bad.
Uh-huh.
That makes
And
crazy.
I watched it at
Yeah.
1.75 speed.
Oh no, I watched.
I had to because it's like I didn't have time to watch the entire thing. So I got the gist of it. So
Trust me, I don't think you missed anything.
yeah, it helped being sped up a little bit.
So I mean, I
No,
know
it's
this is
good
very
at
well
regular
regarded.
speed.
What's that, Jim?
Yeah. What's that?
Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that running at normal speed, I didn't find my attention lagging.
No,
If I had
because
time
I
to,
was fascinated seeing the culture of this weird little town, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
in its way it's probably as artificial. I don't know. Is it as artificial as the other movie? I have no fucking idea.
I don't know.
I think it's probably artificial because he's constantly talking about this poem that we're based on, right?
Yeah,
Right.
That it's based on. The line is, or the title is from the poem.
that's right.
And I
And
have
if we
no
were- if we
idea,
were-
is she like contemporary poet?
Hey,
Is
guess
she
who's
like
guess who's here?
13th century?
Well, John, why'd you pick this film?
I had read about it and it sounded interesting. And from the very brief plot description that I read, I thought that it would make a good bookend with
Local Hero.
Local Hero.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
It does.
Oh, talk about this
for
is
sure.
this is the quirky town trope.
It's
Both of
the
them.
quirky little town trope.
Quirky
And
Yeah.
Town double feature.
the people who visit it are changed. But are they? Because in this
Are they?
movie, I think the message is very different.
Well, in Local
Yeah.
Hero, it is Peter Riegert's character does change. He realizes his life is
Absolutely.
He
his
wanted
life
to
is
go
empty.
back.
But in this
Yeah,
one,
he realizes he's wasted his
yeah,
life.
but
actually.
in this one, in this particular film, it's not a question of the main character.
That dude's never
changes.
going back to this fucking town.
All we're doing is watching the entire structure of the film break down at the
Yeah.
end, and it becomes this tone poem that doesn't really have to make any sense. So
I think it does make sense, but the point of it is very different than the first film. It's
okay,
not-
I would hear
I
your
wanna hear
explanation.
this, 'cause
Yeah, I want to hear
what I
this.
said, John, was this is a movie that basically is fucking with me,
Mhm.
yet I was never bored or annoyed.
Right.
I was wondering that myself, and at the end, Chris, I do confess, it's like, well, that was good and it was interesting, but I don't know what it was trying to say. And then the more I thought about it,
No
and I
idea.
did read about it a little bit too, I think the point is that it, unlike the first movie, he's not changed by it, and it's
Yeah.
like there's a wall between him. Literally, like most of the people he has conversations with in the village, you don't even see them. Like he's talking to
No,
a
it's
guy in
all
a
off
hole.
screen. It's off screen.
He's
He's
talking
on
to a
the
guy in a
phone.
hole.
His
He's
his
talking on the
employees are
phone.
off screen the
They
entire
never show.
movie.
They never show their
They never
faces.
show the crew. The crew
And then
just
there's
fucks
the-
off 3/4 of the way into the movie, just disappears.
He's
Uh-huh.
trying to sort of charm that milkmaid girl with poetry. And by the way, the poetry is beautiful.
I'm sure.
But she says when he finishes reading the poem to her or reciting the poem to her, she says, "The bowl's full."
Yeah.
And she
I know.
gives him milk. You know, he can't connect. And I don't know if the movie is like saying the director you can't go home again, or you can't connect to these people because they're too different. I don't know what exactly he's saying.
Well, you know, you can. I'm not going to knock down Iranian poetry because it's actually world famous, like Rumi and things like that.
Mhm.
It does when you in subtitles comes off a little bit like Rod McEwen, you know. But am I wrong? Am I
There's
wrong?
something wrong with that?
It's like, hey, baby, check out this poem I wrote.
Transitioning in Kurdistan.
So it's like,
God would know he's a weenie rock.
hey, dude,
Yeah.
come on. Seasons in the Sun. That's Rod McEwen, man.
Uh-huh.
But it was I like the you know what it's a
You still
really-
haven't fixed your camera.
No,
know,
clearly not.
I'm liking it. I think it's really amazing. But,
I
I
know,
like
I
how
thought
it
like
zoomed
the-
in on your bald spot.
okay,
Yeah, here we
film.
go. There's a good
This is-
view of it right
This,
there.
this is
Yeah.
a 35 millimeter film with sound and post production and all like that. Somebody decided to give him money to make this film that the plot actually evaporates at the 3/4 mark. It's like,
Oh, I don't even know
kinda
that
cool.
it's
That's
3/4.
incredibly cool. That's like, that's like,
I think
why
it's
not,
earlier.
right?
Like I
Well,
think at the halfway point, I'm
It's-
like,
it's
this
like the
movie's just got,
Soviets
like-
giving Tarkovsky money to make.
Oh, yeah, it's
movies.
true.
It
They're
is
like
gonna be
Tarkovsky,
seen
yeah.
in the
Mhm.
Soviet Union.
Mhm.
But
I
they're
mean,
made for
maybe
export.
by the
I have a
eighth,
feeling this film was made for export.
Yeah.
by the eighth time, I like I said, I want a count of how many times he gets his car and drives the fucking hill.
7 or 8 times, I think.
By the fourth or fifth time, I'm like, okay, this is all just a big prank. This movie as a whole, they were just being punked.
Okay,
I mean,
it's a
it's like-
comedy. You're getting actually
There is,
we're getting
yes, that is comedy, but it's the most low key of comedies like ever.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
true.
like just through sheer
Because-
repetition of that guy driving
Well,
up the hill,
because
going,
they go through
"Hello,
the trouble of they
hello."
don't even do the shortcut by the
Hello.
end. Like any other movie, you would see him get in the car and then cut straight to on the phone on
Yeah.
top of the hill. No, we follow the fucking car up the hill again.
Yeah, I know they do. Eventually, they start truncating it a little bit.
a little bit.
You don't see
shorting
him
it up
get
a
in,
little bit.
start the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of screen time.
But you know
spent on
what?
that.
You know what he's doing on top of the hill is basically a Bob Newhart routine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
because you
Kinda.
never see almost any of his interlocutors.
You know.
except for
And
the
you-
girl
every time he picks up the phone, it's a
milking
mystery.
the
Is
cow.
his dad? Is it increasingly exasperated people who work for him and
Right,
it's
yeah.
like at the TV station?
And
whatever?
it's so vague what he's doing there. It's like at first they're like, "We're engineers. We're looking for treasure." That's just like a cover.
Oh, that was a
story.
cover story. Yeah.
That's his cover story because he doesn't
He
want
wants
them
to
to
film
like,
a funeral,
He
right?
wants to
Like
film this
funeral, yeah.
funeral,
Which is
but,
never
I
going to
mean,
happen.
To me, it's completely on theme, and it was so frustrating to me at the time that the funeral, such as it is just a bunch of townspeople walking in a line, and he's
Yes.
taking pictures from his goddamn driver's seat of his car. It's like he couldn't even be
Yeah.
bothered to get out of the
Oh,
car.
wait, hold on. So you're of the opinion that that thing he takes a picture of at the end is the funeral we've been waiting for the whole movie?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not sure.
wasn't
I'm
sure.
not sure.
I wasn't sure.
I didn't get that, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
either.
I was not sure.
I wasn't.
I don't
For
think
me,
it's
that
true.
was well, the fucking thing's never going to happen, so I'm going to take a picture of this instead and then fuck off.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
they're-
it. Jim.
They're probably
Maybe
going to
that's
do
it,
something
Chris.
else, and the woman's just she does not die. She just
Yeah.
doesn't die. So she
Maybe
stays
so.
alive, which
Maybe
makes
so.
sense. You know, it's in
We'll
terms.
bury her anyway.
It's
Yeah,
like
in
waiting
terms
for
of-
Godot.
In
Okay.
fact, at one point, said,
Yeah.
should we strangle her? He says, no, we're not going to strangle her. What are you talking about?
And you never see her. He never
No,
goes
never.
in the goddamn house. He just
Never.
watches from his window.
Mhm.
I mean, the people you do see are like the kid, the girl who gives him milk,
Right.
and the woman at the tea shop, and they are strong.
Uh-huh.
But everybody else is like,
I think the woman at the tea shop was my favorite character.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she's
she
fun.
was, yeah.
She's
The
a lot of
doctor
fun.
is, I think,
With the one with the
second
philandering
best.
husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. My
That's
favorite
the
character
one.
is this guy right here. This
The
is
one
a. I thought this. The go online. I was asking what kind of car was using this thing. They said it was a Land Rover. It's not a Land Rover. That
It's
is a
not. I
19.
kept looking for something.
That is a 1975 Jeep Wagoneer Abu.
Yes.
Which
A
is
Wagoneer.
it's assembled in Iran. Jeep had a factory before the revolution in Iran, and they assembled Jeeps
okay.
there. So this is the Abu, which actually means deer. So it's a Jeep Abu.
Okay.
So that's kind
I
of cool.
love it.
It's a nice little all four-wheel drive. It's kind of and like.
Well, you need it since there's no paved roads. And
Also, the
Kurdistan,
two-thirds
right
mark
like
is saying,
that.
where's he gonna get gas, man? He can't be going down the hill all the
No
time.
shit,
There's no
there's no
gas
gas.
station out here.
No, there's not a gas station in that town. By the way, I mean, beyond all of our trying to dissect the sort of impenetrable meaning and the plot, when would you ever get to see in such detail what a tiny town, a rural town in Iran
That's
is
the
like?
shit I like the most about
Me
this movie.
too,
Yeah.
Chris. Me too, man. It's just
I
like
was telling
everywhere
these guys, Sandy and I went to Morocco about 10 years ago.
I thought of
And
that.
there was one or two times where we were in towns very similar to this, and just
Okay.
that wandering around, getting a peekaboo glimpse of life
Yeah.
was so flippin' cool. And that was one of the things I liked about this movie the most, is it kind of made me feel like I'm never gonna go fucking. When we've never seen a movie filmed in Iran,
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
I will never see another movie probably that gives me, even if it's artificial and I can't even tell, like it felt the town vibe felt real to me,
Yeah.
All
and
right.
I like that a lot.
And this is, I'm trying to remember, when was the Iran-Iraq War?
Oh, that was the 80s, but
80s.
this was 1999. This is
99.
years after
is
the
99.
Khomeini. This is after
Well, it lasted 10 years.
the fundamentalist regime was still in charge of that place, but there's still a secular kind of a thing going on there. I know. I see this village, and this is going to sound unkind, but it's just this. It's this fucking place made out of mud, put on a hill, so it wouldn't get invaded by like bad guys. And the whole place like smells like an open sewer. You know that, right? It's like, come on. You look at this place. It's like there's very little water. There's no sanitation. It's just like
There's our trailer.
I'm gonna sound like a
Ugly
hypocrite American, but
You're
God
gonna
damn
sound
it.
like a MAGA.
Yeah,
I don't know that
I would not want to spend more than an hour in this goddamn town because I'd probably faint from the smell.
On the
No,
other
I will
hand,
tell you,
everywhere
Scott,
he
the
pointed
smell
his
was never-
camera
The smell
was a
was
beautiful
never that
shot.
bad.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
The photography of this film is amazing.
Yeah, it looks
It's like,
great.
It looked
Yeah.
a lot like Northern California, actually. It's like
Sheila said that as well.
Yeah. So, all right.
What else did
The
I write?
hills are
Oh,
the same sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, same
Oh,
Well, Jim, you're back to having.
I wrote two. Hold on, I wrote two little things.
You actually
main
wrote something
character-
down. Wow.
The main character had a really amazing resting bitch face. And this is like watching someone play a video game and spending all of their time on side quests instead of the main story.
That's
Yeah.
pretty true. Yeah.
I like that.
This could be the island from Mist. I think I have.
Yeah, like he was given a thing to do, but instead he spends all of his time on these weird side quests to
Well,
nowhere.
that's because he can't do the thing he
Yeah,
came to
it-
do.
Exactly.
But also, it's like, but the thing is, that's the thing that really broke through.
And whereas the other guys are just sitting in their room, I
Waiting to, like,
suppose,
light things,
drinking
waiting for
or
something to
smoking
happen.
matches.
Sweating their balls off.
but that's life. You know,
Yeah.
we get sidetracked all the time. We talk about banal stuff all the time. We talk about like, is pouring tea really work? Or like, what are you doing? I'm digging a ditch. No, I'm digging a hole. You know,
Well, again, like Jean Dillman.
but that's like,
Yeah.
that's
Gene
how we are. That's how life is led every day.
Right.
Most of our conversations are banal. Most of our
Most of our
Life is-
quests are side quests.
require side quests.
Our
So it's like
side quests.
that's what I liked about this.
There
film
are
is
no
that,
quests.
that its film felt so
Side
real.
quests.
The film felt real in that it actually abandoned filmic structure at the end to show us like this is just how life is.
Yeah.
You know,
And
that's
if there's poetry in here, it went right over my head and I didn't see it, but it sounds like none of you guys picked up on it either, so I don't feel so bad.
there you go.
When you read the reviews, it is gushing about the poetry of this film.
Huh.
You mean
It's
verbally or visually?
Scored super high in
right,
terms of
Yeah,
like
this is me making that face when we came out of Prometheus.
Metacritic. I looked it up and it's like let's see.
Huh?
Uh,
No, it's very well regarded. I don't. Obviously I'm too thick to pick up on it.
oh,
Well, there weren't enough explosions.
Yeah.
for you.
There needed to be more tits and more guts being pulled out.
Yeah.
Universal Metacritic says 87 universal acclaim, and there's about
yeah.
Yeah.
100 scores.
it got a
San
lot.
Francisco
It
Chronicle,
did really well internationally.
Village Voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, it's on Criterion. I mean,
I think it's a great movie.
Also, a run.
I was very entertained.
Jim, we need a little more from you on that. It's a great movie.
Take it, Jim.
Yeah.
Corner this shit up, man.
It's just like, it's like being in a foreign country and just sitting there and watching,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and nobody sees you.
And that's
But
enough.
Yeah.
and that's enough. Yeah. I liked the endless trips to go up and talk to the guy digging. I don't know what the hell he was digging
The guy in
for
the
a
hole?
cemetery. The
Yeah.
guy in the hole, yeah.
The guy in the
Is
hole.
it-
Finally,
He said he was
finally
digging it.
gets injured.
He says-
and they have
he said
to
He
take
almost
him.
gets buried
He
alive.
almost get
in the
buried alive.
cemetery.
But he said, "Yeah, I like the fact he first said I'm digging a well." It says you don't dig a well on top of a hill.
Yeah.
So
But you
yeah,
put
that
a
guy was
cemetery
lying.
Then he
Yeah,
said, "No,
top
I'm
of the
digging a
hill.
ditch." It's like, all right, fine.
Okay, sure.
I'm digging a ditch
Drainage
straight down
ditch.
into the earth.
Yeah.
Well, I used to have.
Until it collapses on me.
Well, we used to when I was a kid. We used to do hole parties. We go out to the beach over in Seascape and dig a huge hole in the beach every year. Once or twice. There's no
Did you ever lose a friend?
No. But back in the bad old days, we used to put our garbage in the bottom of it and cover it up. But the point was actually just digging the hole because you can get in there and like,
Right.
Okay.
you dug this big hole. Sometimes you need to dig a hole. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Just dig a hole. Fuck it. It's good stuff.
Sometimes you
be-
make a movie.
It could be a hobby.
I can show you lots of footage of hole parties. But all right, well, shit, where are we at?
I mean, fuck, I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
It was a kind of a slog. It reminded me of Gene Dealman a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was actually pretty good.